Don't get all scared because I said NFT.
No, don't be scared, homie.
Basically, it's just like baseball cards, all football cards.
Created live on Fireside.
Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm going to be doing the DraftKings NFT Reignmakers pack opening. If you've never done this before, don't worry. I'll help you along. Don't get all scared because I said NFT.
No, don't be scared, homie.
Basically, it's just like baseball cards, all football cards, different ones. The difference is you don't have to worry about where am I going to store it? How am I going to take care of it? Moving it around, things of that nature. It's basically all online. And when I did it last year, it was more just it was new. And I like to be an innovator. I like to walk the path of the unexplored. And in part, that's why I'm here on Fireside as well. And so I tried the NFT Rainmakers on DraftKings, and I was trying out a couple different websites. I'll get into a little bit why I chose DraftKings. By the way, this show is not sponsored whatsoever by them at all. And if you're excited about the NFL season like I am, I know you're like, wait, isn't this show really about fitness? And most of the time it pretty much is, but it's sports and fitness. It's so interrelated. If you've been following Athletic Definition here and there, you'll know that I have another show called The Football Examiner, and I've decided to transition over all the football stuff just to that show, kind of switch it up. In case you didn't know, besides all the sports I do and working out, because I love sports, I ended up at the time in my life I was lost. And what better place to find yourself than Sin City, Las Vegas? And what better thing to do than to get your gaming license so you could become a bookie? So I was a bookie at a sports casino for, I don't know, maybe a whole football season at least. And I've been playing fantasy football for these youngsters that are with their TikTok and WWE championships. I'm like, that's cute. I got championships from, this is the year 2000 and beyond. I've been, like I said, doing this for a long time with some of my buddies, and I'll let you know basically what this show's about, what we're going to be doing besides the pack opening. It's basically like it's a spin-off, it's a reaction and pack opening all into one, all at the same time. And we'll see how it works out. Trying to do a reaction video with only one camera. We'll see what happens. Anyways, if you do fantasy football, that's what the Football Examiner will cover. Of course, it'll cover the journey here on Reignmakers. If you've never played Reignmakers, I'll break it down. I've never done just the regular sports betting. I've never done the casino. I've never done the daily fantasy or anything like that. I've only done the Reignmakers. And I got to say, I really like it. Football season officially kicks off this September 7th. At 5:20 p.m. Pacific time zone. It'll be the Lions at Kansas City. I'm not sure. Lions basically, we'll see if they could carry the momentum that they had last year, where they ended. They were playing way better, much improved team. Are they ready for the Kansas City? That is a whole different story, whole different animal, and we'll see. So as I mentioned, I got over 20 years of fantasy football and did the whole bookie thing in Las Vegas. I tried last year. It's another like NFT thing where you could purchase NFTs, and I think they specialize more in soccer. It's called Sorrow Rare, and I tried it, and they actually did and I think they still do a free version, but I didn't really like the free version because when I checked in to see how my team was, they're like, oh well, we don't recognize your email. They would send me advertisement or basically spam mail to my emails. So obviously you have my email on file and it is an email. Why would you not recognize it when I try to log in with it? So then I just decided if you're going to be inconvenient and not fun, I would not use So Rare. I'm sure it's good, but I'm not going to use So Rare because it just, that right there killed it for me. Recently, ESPN came out with ESPN Bet. I wonder if they'll try to compete with DraftKings and what FanDuel's doing. I've never tried FanDuel, or I think maybe I kind of did try it. For some reason, I went with DraftKings. I don't remember. Oh, I think actually FanDuel did not have the NFT. the NFT, and I'm into the whole tech Web3. I own, over 40 NFT websites. So if you're into that and you want a discount code, I go through Unstoppable Domain. You can check out the links. I'll throw it in there as well. Might as well. Shameless plug since we're talking about it. Jerry Rice, GOAT. One of the greatest NFL players of all time. Some people say the greatest. Definitely the greatest wide receiver of all time. Jerry Rice. I'm an ambassador for his Goat Fuel. It's an energy drink. You want to go ahead and get some Goat Fuel. I'll also include the link as well. Moving on. Fox Bet. I don't know if you've even heard of it. I didn't, and it didn't make it. So we'll see if ESPN, because of the name and how much of a, I would say, global dominance it has on the sport world, if it can make it. I find it funny that it's Disney. So Disney wants to get into the betting game, and no one I really heard mention that. It's probably because Disney owns a lot of the, ESPN basically, so no one can really talk about that. Or maybe someone has and I missed it, but I watched some of the Pat McAfee show and he touched on it, but not once. And of course, he just got that contract with them. He actually got out of that contract with FanDuel. He said FanDuel's interface was really good, and ESPN would have to compete. So that's why he had that whole thing with the contract. If you're into that, basically, I tried DraftKings because they had the Reignmakers, different. I asked my friend who had played the regular football, and he said he liked it better than regular fantasy football. I still play fantasy football. I've been playing in the same league for, I don't know, maybe 25 years plus, if not longer. And on the Football Examiner, I'll be having some of my friends from fantasy football hopping in throughout the season, giving their takes on who they think is going to win or flop, or who is their favorite team. You can also join me. Let me know who your take is. I'll be looking for audience participation as well. Should we just get to it? Should we just get to the pack opening? Let me tell you a little bit about this pack. So this pack opening is for the Play-Action. Basically, from my understanding, I'm not an expert. Last year was the first time they actually did Reignmakers. Last year was the first time me playing, and I missed maybe the first few weeks. So my recommendation, if you do want to play, even though you missed the opening for the Play-Action, and these packs are basically, once they're sold out, that's it. They were sold out. They're trying to make it like very distinguishable from the other packs, because last year they did have a lot of packs, and I got to say, it was kind of confusing to figure out what the differences in the packs were and the benefit of one pack versus another. Besides, like, just, but I think they're trying to simplify that. So the pack I got, you can't sell it on the market because right now, let's see. So as I mentioned, if you want to support the show, I do have the Athletic Definition YouTube page, and go like and subscribe. That's the way I'm trying to make some money. Then, of course, if you do Twitch, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Look at, you can pretty much see what I'm seeing. On my camera angle looks a little different. So the simulcast on Twitch, interesting. I wonder if I do the whole camera. And this is something that is provided to me with ease through Fireside. So if you want to catch this show live, some of this stuff will be edited out. You want to see the raw version, be sure to catch it live on Fireside, because even on the stream, it looks a little different than the stream version, actual live version that I'm seeing here through Fireside. You will be seeing the Football Examiner added to the other channels on here of the entertainment. Be sure to like and subscribe, Coach Ray Z, YouTube, Athletic Definition, El Mundo de Fitness, more Spanish shows coming, and of course, Drunks Podcast. The cool thing about the DraftKings is that they're gonna basically allow you to use the cards that you bought last year. So it's not just like a one-time use of the cards. Of course, I am a 49er fan. So the Football Examiner last year, basically, and I think I actually done it for like 3 seasons, it covered pretty much all the NFL, but I'm a Niner fan. I can definitely squeeze in my time with training and everything else for sure, a 49er game. The other games, I tried to. I think it might be more convenient with the whole YouTube Now feature. We'll see how that goes. I haven't bought it yet. I'm definitely thinking about it. We'll see. I recommend to get your bang for your buck. You and also gambling is a problem. There's a number you can call. I don't recommend gambling at all. As far as where you become a degenerate and lose everything, it's an addiction. So get help for that. But for fun, just say for example, I'm gonna put $100 away so I could play fantasy football, and you could with your DraftKings right here. You buy your cards. You could even just buy your team, and that's it. I have bought a little bit of everything. It's up to you the way you want to buy it. If you like the classic feel of basically opening up a pack so you can have a pack in your hand, then you want to buy the pack and you have that whole surprise element of what card am I going to get. If you can also go just on the market, I'm showing you a little bit of how it works in case you decide you want to do it. As I mentioned, I'm not sponsored by them at all, but I'll show you some of my players that I have here. Of course, Jim Allen, Ayuk, Boyd, Tom Brady, who is, geez, I didn't even think about it. He retired. I got Matt Breda, got some players that are out. Maybe they'll be back this year, hopefully. I can see Evans. I could see who else? Chubbs, good running back, solid back. Folks. Oh, did he retire too? Why is he not being able to list? Well, as you can see, I got Mahomes. I got a pretty course Kittles. Oh, and then this was the first card that you could buy earlier this year. I bought a rookie. If you know, I love the NFL. Can watch every single game. College football, I don't really follow. So I know of this kid from what I've seen and heard the experts talk about him. Steve Smith, I saw a little piece of him talking about this kid. Some of the catches that I seen looks very good, so I think he'll pan out on that. The more benefits on that card, I'll have to look into it more and kind of break it down. But I just wanted to try it. So he's on the rookie set that I bought. And then these are the rest of the players. It varies. You can do like a deep roster or you can do, the minimum. They have variations of it. I'll show you the marketplace as well. And then for the holidays, they come out with holiday sets. Oh, I didn't even mention that. So they have holiday sets and international sets. This year will be the first year they do international sets, which will be basically the players that are playing away. I think they're having like a separate little contest within a contest. They do a bunch of those little things. So if you happen to buy that set, then you can participate. Then there's this one, which is, of course, I think I have two. I have two Debo Samuels, if you could see. I have the normal one, and then this is the Halloween one. So a Halloween set that they came out, the holiday. They also came out with a Christmas one. Let's see. This one's a Christmas one right here. You can see the ugly wrapping paper in the background. And then I got a couple of these right here, tokens just kind of given to me for, being part of the whole thing. I think is that another Halloween one? No, that's the same one. So yeah, I got a couple holiday ones. If you want to buy it, so you go to where it says drops once you create your profile. And it is KYC. So because you are buying a basically NFT, which is it's kind of I've gotten into it. We'll get into it more. I think about it like I'm going to Vegas this weekend for my first NFL game. I'm going to be seeing the preseason of the Raiders 49ers, and I could go into a casino and I could place a bet. I know there's cameras everywhere. I know the whole security. I worked in Vegas, and this is prior to maybe the whole tech explosion the way it is now. But I could go and place a $20 bet and not get KYC, ask for my ID, but I can't do it online. So we'll get into that. But right now, if you see, there's only, let's see here, these two packs available left. This one is $499.99. So if you got that type of cash to throw around on some fantasy football, or this one's 3Gs basically, and this one's the Play-Action Premier Pack. Different benefits, different contests you can do. as well. And then in case you don't want to buy a pack and you just want to buy like the players individually. Oops, did I go into the so that they kind of also revamped the whole thing. They've made it different as well. That way you can so those are the contest, the lobby for contest, and you can separate it. You can go football because they do different ones. I've never tried the UFC one, so let's see what's going on. Then you can see the featured ones, but only football. So right now they have nothing going on, which is kind of strange. I know there's preseason going on today. I saw that you could do it. Let's see. No. Interesting. I know that there's games going on today. So you go back to drops, or if you want to do the shop, let's see. No, that's I know you can do the players. I was just there. Well, even on my cards now, they added this little feature where let's see. I'm gonna have to make the screen smaller again. All right, so right here now, before and you can see clearly, like I have this one listed, this player listed, Breda. But even if you don't list it, people can see your profile and offer you, money. Most of them seem to be like below of what I paid. So this person's offering me $24 for the new pack that we're gonna open up right now. Most of them seem to be offering you less than the market floor price. I'll tell you what, though, I bought this pack for $19.99, and part of the contest and the benefit was I got a credit for $20. So I basically got that pack for free to make my team. And I'll show you next time, but you can select your team. As I mentioned, deep rosters. If you have more than one card like I do, then that's when you can actually play in more than one game. And you can even play in more than one game in the same one, with more than one team if you have enough. But basically, then you're kind of competing against yourself. But it is possible if you have a good enough roster to win in both. Let's go to my cards now. All right, so my cards, and then we'll go to packs, and then this is where I need a second camera. Sorry, I'm gonna have to refresh it. Kind of got stuck. This is where I need a second camera so I can really truly do a reaction, because you got to see me to have a reaction video, but I also want to show you the live opening. So thank you everybody for joining. I am here. We'll see if I could how quick I am on the trigger. Maybe I'll get a 49er. All right, let's see. Let's open it. Here we go. Open pack. And it's opening for those of you just listening. Ooh, I got a rare. And let's see. So I got one rare card, 5 core. So let's start with a core one on the bottom. Let's see here. I got Dalton Kincaid, tight end. Let's go to the other card. I got Cam Latu, another tight end, core. I already have a lot of tight ends, I'll tell you that. So some of these guys are going in the market. And this guy, TJ Watt, defensive end. That's a good player. I'm happy with him. As long as he can stay healthy, I'm happy with him. He's a good pick. All right. Let's see here. I got Cade Otone, another tight end. What is up with that? How many tight ends do you guys think I need? I'll show you my roster. I already have a few tight ends. Let's go with my number 5 card. Tony Pollard, running back. Okay. He'll be a contributor. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I'm happy with him. He'll definitely add to it. And let's see the rare card. Come on, make it something good. Jamal and Goo, wide receiver. All right. So there it is. The opening. Some of these guys I'm going to have to. Oh, it's just, let's go back to my cards. I'll show you what I mean. My cards. Too many tight ends. Yeah, just too many tight ends. But it's okay. Look at it. Got a good mixture now. Got some defensive players. Got that's I think like my third defensive player. If you wanna, let's see if I could show you the lobby. No. Let's see, shot football. Oh, all right. So there's they got some other auctions going on. But if you want to buy like instead of buying the pack, which like I said cost me $19.99, and then I found out that you won't be able to sell any of those players, and it's like a special pack, and then I got the credits. I'm real happy so far, off to a good start, and then this will help me prepare for my fantasy football draft coming up, which if you follow the Football Examiner, we'll be covering fantasy football. We'll be following the Rainmakers and my experience of hopefully more than one football game. As I mentioned, guest. And you, come on, let me know. Let me know who your favorite football team is and why you think they're going to win this year, or why you think they're not going to win this year. Why are you upset at your team, your coach? Let's talk about it. Huge football fan. So like let's say you want to buy Aaron Rodgers individually, then you could, and you can go here and see its floor price is $14.75. They have 332 owners, and this one top offer is $12.50. You could buy it now, or you could kind of go over here and compare and see the price. You can view all offers. There's the ones for sale if you want to buy more, and then you see what franchise, what rookie set they are, what position, what tier. And this is last year where I think having so many different cards, it made it a little confusing. Now, I think with what they're trying to do, hopefully it'll make it easier. It's better with the things that I've seen so far. As I mentioned, I've never done just the regular fantasy, but I'm not interested in the regular fantasy because I play my fantasy football. I'm really happy playing with the same group of guys. It's such a history of it that I don't really I don't really want to play with a bunch of strangers. To me, it's more fun. And I've played in more than one league. Playing in more than one league, I just don't have time. I don't have the bandwidth. I'm training, working out people, and then getting ready. Usually that time of year, a lot of races going on, trying to watch all the games, and of course, producing, editing all this content. It's a beast. So that's why this year, like as I mentioned, kind of give you a sneak peek of what the Football Examiner will be. It'll be football. We'll be talking the Niner football, of course, because I'm a Niner fan. If I get to see all of the games, I'll touch on them, of course, every week. If not, I'll be honest. I didn't really get a chance to watch, but we'll talk about how I did on Rainmakers. If you end up joining Rainmakers and start playing, you can hop along. We'll talk about NFT fantasy football. And then, of course, regular fantasy football. We'll talk about just regular who your team is, why you like them, and we'll go from the beginning of the season all the way to the end. It'll be a fun ride. So please join me. I want to thank everybody for joining me on Twitch and YouTube. Support the channel, leave some reviews, leave some comments. It helps the algorithm. And thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Look at I'm going to show you some of this. There you go. Follow Athletic Definition. If you like fitness, if you love fitness and you want to hear experts like Steve Maxwell or me give you some advice on how to protect your eye if you ever get cut during jiu-jitsu, or see just world-class athletes like one championship fighter, Winston Ramos, or let's talk about magic mushrooms and working out, or how about some marathon previews, pro golfer Brittany Fan, how about some just past last weekend Nike 3-on-3 basketball tournament, or pioneer in kettlebell and now big jiu-jitsu guy Steve Cotter. It goes on and on. Badwater participant Peachy. How about the future of fitness, or another unveiling of pack opening of some unboxing of the slant ramps, which I got to do way more, but it goes on and on and on. If you like fitness, hiking, jujitsu, brainwave entrainment, NFT fitness, compression sock reviews, how about some NLP? I got it. I'm covering it for you. I'll be bringing my own twist to the NFL Examiner as well. So be sure to support all the channels. Really appreciate it. And so for now, this will be the final talk here. Unless maybe I'll just kind of give you my football for the Super Bowl, but this will be the final football talk episode on Athletic Definition. Everything will be moved over to Football Examiner. So support the Instagram, follow me here on Fireside, and participate. Appreciate you. Till next time, Coach Ray Z, Athletic Definition, episode 202. I'm out.